Independent TDs were calling for a respectful debate on immigration. They didn't get it.
No, it was fairly hot-tempered at the best of times. People can see a touch of that in just a moment. Helen McEntee and Roderick O'Gorman, the Ministers for Justice and Integration, presiding over this Dáil debate, which was triggered by the Rural Independent Group. They were critical of what they see as an open-door, light-touch response to immigration. They are particularly aggrieved at the fact that when asylum seekers come to Ireland and have their asylum claims rejected, that the state does very little to actually deport them, that the state takes a hands-off approach in many cases and effectively expects people to self-deport. Now, Minister for Justice Helen McEntee said that Irish people had plenty of experience of being discriminated against when they went overseas. They shouldn't return the favour to those now coming here. But there were some questions raised about the treatment of Ukrainian arrivals to this country and whether in some instances they were receiving more services than the permanent population.
If we don't have enough workers, who will keep the economy going, staff our hospitals, pay the taxes needed to fund public services for older and vulnerable persons? Inward migration is absolutely key to plugging this gap.
There's a secondary school bus taking the children, Ukraine children, to Killarney from Killarney. The Irish Killarney children have to pay a bus to take them to Killarney. So what's good for the goose is good for the gander.
You are raising temperatures and raising tension and raising fear in local communities when you consistently connect immigration with criminality. You know exactly what you're doing. You know exactly what you're doing.
Deputy O'Riordan, speak through the chair.
They know exactly what they're doing when they're linking immigration with criminality.
Speak through the chair, or I'm going to collapse the House.
So fairly fraught exchanges in the Dáil chamber. That wasn't the only time that the Dáil came close to being collapsed. Roderick O'Gorman, who was closing that debate on behalf of the government, did say that there was going to be a green paper published before the end of this month, i.e. this side of Christmas, where the government was going to outline its proposals to try and increase the volume of state-owned accommodation used for asylum housing, to become less reliant, therefore, on the likes of hotels and guest houses and other facilities. Something on the way in the next couple of weeks, but obviously only a green paper which follows then a white paper, so it could be quite a while before that policy actually reaches fruition. Roderick O'Gorman saying that the current system was not designed for the number of people that are currently involved in it.